Caca.
Go. Welcome back to part 2 of the interesting dreams, and I have a lot of interesting ones for this part 2. If you haven't watched the first part, that I recommend going back and then watching the first one. But yeah, if not, and you're here, just stay for the ride. Have fun. Yeah, she was gonna talk about.
Gotta say, they're dreams. They're not in context anyway.
Well,
Good point. Anyway,
okay.
so
Hunger Games.
Context. I have never watched or read anything about the Hunger Games, but Lydia says that this dream
She had
basically the plot of Hunger
she
Games.
had a Hunger Games dream.
It's not a Hunger Games dream. Looked nothing like the Hunger Games. Anyway, so I'm in my room, and under my nightstand is a tortoise, and the tortoise keeps giving me little gem accessories, and I'm like, oh cool. So I grab the thing out of the tortoise's mouth, and I'm like, sweet, a necklace. So I go to put it away, and I look back, and the tortoise is holding something else. That goes on for a while, and I get this whole collection of different things. And they all have little, animal motifs made out of gems, and it's cute and stuff.
Interesting.
Yes. And I put it on, and I'm like, oh cool, this gives me powers. So, remember, I'm 10 when I have this dream. And I'm like, sweet, but also, some of these don't work. Like, they're not working properly. And it's like, you have to be a higher level or qualified or something to be able to use this. It's not a level up. It's like you have to be qualified.
So basically, you have to level up first.
Okay, I guess. But then Dad bursts into my room and says, it's time!
It's time!
It's time, Laura!
It's time! And then he gathers all of my things, and he drags me off to the car. Well, he doesn't literally drag me, but he's like, come on, let's go, it's time to go. And I'm like, okay then! So we go in the car, and we drive to this big dome building. It's like a white dome, giant white dome building. And we walk in, and there's this little front desk, and behind is like this pillar that's kind of like apple core shaped, this pillar in the middle. And so we're seeing half of the building, and that apple core thing is in the middle, and there's a front desk, and then there's like 2 gates on either side, but they're like waist high gates, you know, that you could just like open up.
Mm-hmm.
So Dad goes over to the front desk, and the guy at the desk is like, oh, it's a VIP customer, and he pulls out this giant epic looking sword, and Dad is like, I don't need that today, in this very epic manner.
Today.
Not today.
Maybe tomorrow.
I do not remember him being this epic in this dream.
It was very epic in this dream. I didn't explain it well, I guess.
I just saw the moths on the ceiling and freaked out.
But he's like, you are the
Oh, man.
chosen one. He's like, not today. And he's like, today, my daughter is time. And I'm like, what?
What?
So they hand me this like wooden sword, and I'm like, cool. And then they send me off into one side of the dome, which is like a semicircle by now, because it's like half cut off into just like sitting area for parents, you know? And then there's a bunch of kids there. And we're all just fighting each other with wooden swords. There's like 2 teams. And each team is trying to get to the other side of the thing, like go around. And it's like on the walls, it's like, it looks like, there's like projected, the time of day and stuff. Not the time of day, but it's like, it looks like the sky is projected on it.
Yeah.
Yes, and so I'm battling my way through to the other side with like hundreds of kids. And I get like nearly to the second wall so I can get out. And then this kid's like, he comes up to me and he's like, hey, you want a truce? And I'm like, I don't trust you. And he's like, cool enough. And then he stabs me, and it feels like there's a pencil stabbing me, but it's a sword. He's like, he stabs me, and I'm like, ouch, that hurts. And I smack him. And then I get out, and Dad's like, great, now you've unlocked all of the powers. And he gives me back all of my like random accessories from the tortoise.
Trinket tortoise.
The trinket tortoise. It was really cute. It was like,
I feel like
actual tortoise, like real life tortoise.
I feel like last time you told me this dream, the tortoise talked.
The tortoise didn't talk. The tortoise never talked.
Oh, sorry, I must be remembering your dream wrong.
The tortoise,
never talked.
The tortoise never talked, but Dad was the chosen one.
Not today.
Yes. And then I got out, and Dad was like, "Good job." And then he gave me all my accessories back, and I was like, "Oh, cool! The butterfly one gives me wings, and I can fly around." And it's just like this little butterfly necklace. It was like, sweet. I have powers now. And I went home, and I was like, "Oh, Mom, you knew about this? You never told me? Okay, cool."
Okay.
Then I woke up.
Was it worth getting stabbed by a pencil?
I don't know.
It's interesting.
It was
Interesting.
that was the dream. I have another one, but like that one is just basically a bunch of really strange minor annoyances that woke me up sobbing.
Oh,
It's really weird.
Interesting. Okay, I have a long one here. We'll go for the long. Well, it's not gonna be like a long, but I have a long. It's like essay style. Essay.
yeah. Well, all of mine are written down as essays, and I just kind of spoke them. So,
I don't have this one memorized. This one was traumatizing. Like,
oh,
in the middle
let's
of
hear it.
Well, I've had worse, but this one was bad in the moment.
Oh, I've had dreams about my mother's death. She
I've
died by
had-
shark attack.
me too. But she was a
dreams.
zombie.
About everyone's death, basically. Multiple times. Okay, so I don't remember all of it, but it says I remember being chased by a tall guy around the neighborhood, and it was like Slenderman style, but that was like a different dream. I don't really remember all of that one. And then right after that one, without waking up, I was inside of my house and I watched like a video on like scary stuff. I like watching like scary paranormal stuff on camera like fairly often because I find it interesting. And I was watching one in my dream, and there was this like entity that was called the 3617, and I said basically you do something, I don't remember what, because bits and pieces of the dream I forgot, but some people taunted the entity, and what you could do to taunt it is take pictures of it. It's basically like a demon kind of, but you could take pictures of it and you had to spam the picture button because if you only took a single picture, something happens to you. Something happens. And so my dream cuts videos of people taking pictures, like full, like spamming the picture button so that they didn't die. And they wanted to taunt it for some reason. And a massive thing was to get you killed was to take a single picture of it and to look at it because you can't see it with your eyes. So my dream cuts people violently taking multiple pictures and then deleting them with their eyes closed because you had to do that, or you die. And so it went from video to video of dimly lit rooms and people taking the pictures until it got to the last picture where somebody took one picture and couldn't take a second one for some reason, like a cat jumped on the phone or something. And I don't remember what happened between then and me waking up, but apparently I was hyperventilating in real life while I was having the dream. And I woke up mid hyperventilation, breathing like I was the one that got massacred. So,
That's scary.
Oh,
yeah.
goodness. Terrifying.
I have interesting dreams.
Although it reminded me of a dream that I had at one point.
How so?
Okay. Not like in the really creepy way, but in the, I don't know, it just kind of reminded me of one of the weirdest dreams I've ever had. Was I had the dream within a dream thing. Yeah. And it freaked me out a little bit when I woke up. Because I don't even remember what happened, but there was some epic war and it involved penguins.
Okay. Good for you.
And it was like full on like fantasy novel like politics with these penguins. And I had been like I had been isekai'd there.
Don't know what that means, man.
Penguin warfare.
Isekai is like the Japanese genre in another world. Basically, think like anytime they're like, "Oh, I got reincarnated as such and such." It's that.
But you
Okay.
were transmigrated.
Okay, fine. I was transmigrated. That's when you go as yourself. I've been transmigrated there, and I'm helping them out, and like I get to the end of the story arc, and they're like, "Here, take this so that you know it's not a dream." And they hand me a like DVD in one of those orange, like, you know, like the orange, like, not orange envelopes. Yeah, basically orange. Like, you know, orange office envelope. Like they make those for CDs where they're like clear so you can see what's inside. So like if you wrote in Sharpie on the DVD, then you could tell what it was.
Yeah.
They hand me one of those and it's like, take this. It's a record of what we've done. So to prove to you that this was not a dream. And then I wake up and I'm at my grandma's house and I'm holding the DVD in the orange envelope and I'm like,
What?
My word, it wasn't a dream.
My word. Good night.
Don't make fun of me.
My word.
And I'm like, I can't really, and even like then, I was like, I can't really remember what happened, but I can go watch the disc. So I take the disc out of the envelope and I stick it in the DVD player, and it's coming on the TV, and it's like bits and pieces of what I remember. And then I wake up and I'm at home because I wasn't actually at grandma's house. And then I was like, wait, do I have the disc? And I did not have the disc because it was real life. But it was definitely one of those where it was like I really thought that I was awake and then I wasn't. And it really creeped me out.
Interesting. I have a few of those where I was like trying to like it was like an Easter egg hunt, and then I found like piles of like gold or like coins in the corner of the yard, and I like grabbed them, and I was like, I know I'm dreaming, but if I like put them in a portal, can I just like wake up with them like on my chest, and then I'm rich? Because obviously with 100 nickels, I'm gonna be rich. And I tried, and then I woke up, and I did not in fact have 100 nickels on my chest, and I was very depressed that day.
Okay. I once woke up and then started crying because I'm homeschooled, but I go to a co-op on Mondays. And that Monday morning, I had a dream that I got up and, like, that mom woke me up, and I was like, oh, I don't want to get up because I never want to. Because it's kind of going early in the morning by my standards. Which are
for her is like 90.
Which are rather low. Well, we have to wake up at like
7:30.
let's say like 7:30, 8, somewhere from there. I think
We'll
that's
start at
early.
8:30.
It's not that early, but it's still a pain to wake up. So I get up and I get dressed, I go and I eat breakfast and I pack my school bag and I pack my lunch and I'm in the car and I'm like, I really don't want to go. But and then turns out that it was all a dream and I wake up again and I start crying because I just did all of this. And now I have to do it again. And I was just super annoyed.
I don't know.
I remember once, well, this one dream I had. So, I'm at like a get together with like your family and another family. And we're all outside, and there's like this hill, and there's like a picnic bench at the top of the hill, and like people are in like adults are in a circle of lawn chairs just like at the bottom of the hill. And in the garage, which is also right there, then they're grilling something, and they were grilling burgers. So they pull out this tray, and I'm like, cool, I'm gonna have burger. And there is one decent burger that is not just a puck of charcoal. And I'm like, I'm gonna take that. So I get my tongs, and I grab the burger, and I'm holding it in my hand before putting it on my bun. And Lydia comes and grabs it with another piece of tongs. And she just starts pulling it away. And I'm like, what are you doing?
That's all you and Lydia think to do.
And it's,
What are you doing?
in this part of the dream,
Peasant.
all of the burgers transform into pancakes without my knowing. And it's just like they were pancakes the entire time, except they weren't. So now I'm like, why are you pulling my pancake? You're ripping it. And she's just like, it's my pancake now.
It's my pancake.
And I'm like, no, it's not. So I
No,
pull
it's
it back.
not.
She rips off a chunk, and I put it on my plate. And I'm like, okay, then, great, lovely. I'll just go get another pancake because this one like fell on the ground. I don't know what happened to it, but it was no longer good.
I ripped it to pieces, apparently.
Maybe
The
you stole
peasant
most
touched
of
your
it.
pancake with her
Maybe
tongs.
you stole most of the pancake. And I'm like, okay, well, I'll just go into the garage where they have the flat iron and they're making all the pancakes. And I go in, and your mom is like, oh, hi, I just made this pancake. Do you want it? And she pulls out this 4-foot-long pancake scarf. Scarf.
She would make
She lays it around my shoulders, like, here, have a pancake. And I'm like, I just wanted a normal pancake.
I would not be upset. I'll tell you that much.
I wasn't thinking that. I was thinking this pancake is slightly underdone and isn't dripping on me. I just wanted a normal pancake. So then I trudge up the hill to the picnic table because it's the only table around. And I set down my plate with the tiny chunk of pancake and this scarf around me. And someone's like, "Oh, come back down here." And I'm like, okay, sure. And then they drape this blanket around me, and it's super long, and it touches the ground, and they're like, oh, don't let that touch the ground. So I'm like, okay, not letting it touch the ground. And then also, take this watermelon, and now you're in ice skates. So now I'm walking up the hill with a watermelon and a blanket, not touching that I can't let touch the ground, and I'm in ice skates. And I'm like, okay, well, now I'm at the top of the hill. and I need to like break this watermelon. So I use my ice skate to kind of chop it open. And I'm still not trying to let this blanket touch the ground, but I also don't want to touch the picnic table because it's all gross and grody picnic table. And I'm already upset about my pancakes.
Your
And-
pancake scarf.
And I'm trying to take off my ice skates because they're really hard to walk in tall grass. And I'm like, I am so done right now. And then when I got one of them off, and then my sock got all covered in watermelon juice. And I was so done with everything. And then you know what? I'm just gonna say this now. Jeremy, because it's a family.
Yep.
He shouts up, "Oh, it's probably covered in bugs now," because I was like, "Well, now my pancakes aren't good because they're like all soggy and gross and stuff." And he's like, and I'm like, "Well, I was saying like, oh, well, my food's probably not any good anymore." And he's like, "Yeah, it's probably covered in bugs now." And I'm like, just sobbing.
Thanks, Jeremy.
I'm just like sobbing, like, "Yeah, right, Jeremy. I'm sure it is." And then I wake up and I'm just like tears.
Uh-huh.
Was that the series of mild annoyances dream?
Yes.
Okay.
Lovely.
The pancake scarf is kind of amazing, and I kind of want one now.
So do I. Let's see what else.
I bet I could 3D print one.
Pancakes? I don't think you could 3D print pancakes.
Well, I can't 3D print a scarf either, but when you put them together and it makes something fake, then I can make something fake.
But I was like, okay, so I have a slightly underdone pancake around my neck, along with a blanket that I can't let touch the ground or anything dirty because it's a nice blanket. It's like heirloom blanket. And I'm wearing really uncomfortable ice skates while walking up a hill of grass.
Sounds
with
like
a watermelon.
It
I
does
get to the
sound.
top of the hill and I'm supposed to cut open the watermelon. So I try to do it with the ice skate and it doesn't quite work. And then I like get it open and it's juicing everywhere and juicing on my socks. And I hate it juicing on my socks. And I'm like, well, I can't touch the ground now because I don't have shoes. So that was just like,
Yeah, it does sound kind of.
Alright then.
Do you want to do another one?
I
Or
woke up
yeah.
sobbing.
do you want another one? Not you. You're done. Okay.
I'm done.
You're done.
What about me? I. Do you want one? I got one.
I have
Okay, go.
I also have one about
Go.
mom dying. So
Oh. Good for you.
I know.
Don't we all?
Okay, so I had to do some kind of surgery, and I don't remember what kind of surgery, and we went to this place, and it was very, very sketchy, and it was like, I'm pretty sure it was a cross between, like, a house, and, like, a jail, and a hospital, and a hotel. Like, if you put those all together, that's basically what it looked like, and it was, like, a mixture of, like, backroomsy yellow and orange, but it looked more like a hotel than the backrooms. And we started realizing that it wasn't the best place for me to have surgery. No way. And then they came up, that they being the nurses, and attempted to put some random drug into my body with a needle. It was like this long. And then my dream
Ew.
physics somehow kung fu'd the needle in half. And I tried telling my parents, but they were talking to someone and like waved me off and wouldn't listen to me. And then they took my brother into another room or something and then tried cutting him open. And then all I remember is that we escaped, and in the process, my dad got stabbed by a needle.
Ew.
Yeah,
Get in.
lovely. Fun time.
Okay. So, we're at our youth group, and my youth pastor's like, "Alright, we're going to play a game." Well, okay. He says to us, "Alright, we are going to let Popcorn, Laurel has a snake named Popcorn. We're going to, yeah, she's about like, that longish?
No, she's like that long.
Okay, well, anyway, she's small. And he's like, we are going to let her loose in the church. And then you guys are gonna have to go find her. And it'd be like hide and seek. And we're like, what? And we're all looking at him like, this is crazy. She's going to get lost or hurt. And like, we'll never find her. And then he's like, no, it's fine. Laurel owes me a favor.
That's a our youth pastor.
Yeah.
You can do that.
Our youth pastor's like, no, it's fine. Laurel owes me a favor. And Laurel's like, yeah, okay.
No.
So we're gonna do Popcorn real quick. And then our youth pastor's like, alright, 3, 2, 1, go. Everyone go find her. So we run out of the room. And I'm thinking, where in the world would she be? And then for some reason, I'm like, oh yeah, there's that one really sunny staircase. which there isn't actually a really sunny staircase in our church. It was kind of like some room I made up. So I beeline it for the staircase, and there she is, like, just splayed out on the stairs, sunning herself. Like, she's very chill. So I pick her up and go back to the room, and he's like, our youth pastor, and he's like, oh yeah, great job, you found her in, like, 2 minutes. Since you found her so fast, you just, like, sit there and will wait for everyone to come back. They weren't gonna tell anyone that I found her, just like, yeah, the game's over, but just kill some time, you know? I guess. And then, no, but that's not the best part. The best part is that while I'm sitting there waiting, I teach Popcorn to say, my name is Pedro.
Is that so?
And then, like, I'm sitting there and I'm teaching her to say random funk.
Child just funks through the ceiling.